I'm going to be talking about PayPal stock, and the CEO has just said he will shock the world on, Thursday, which is the 25th of January. And a lot of people on Twitter, they actually think this is going to be an X partnership or a partnership with Twitter. Considering Elon Musk is one of the co-founders of PayPal, it is very possible. The stock was actually up around 3% in pre-market and actually was up around 2% just recently and is now down almost 1%. And throughout the last month or two, we've had analysts come out back to back giving big downgrades on PayPal. Now, the reason they do this, are they trying to manipulate the stock price down so they can actually get in, for a cheaper price themselves? You shouldn't really always listen to analysts because, a lot of manipulation does happen in the stock market. As these analysts have continued to downgrade the stock and lower their price targets, I've continued to buy shares, add on any dips, and I've continued to pump the stock. As you can see, the stock is up around 20% since I've called it out. Either way, I've continued to be bullish on the stock. Ever since this one dipped down to $58, I've still been bullish on it, pumping it up, making videos on it, telling you guys I am swing trading it, doing options on it. Sold all my $60 calls previously, and I just sold all my $63 calls back on Friday. I made around 529%. Now, these actually went up, to around 1,000% plus, but, I do always take my profits when I get them and secure them. So that's what happened with this one. A very bullish setup right here. We have an inverse head and shoulders. You got the head right here, the left shoulder, and the right shoulder right here, and we actually just broke out of this neckline right here in this resistance level. And now, we went all the way up to $68.50, have went back down. Now, there is a gap to fill right here from $67.20, or around just over $67, all the way up to over $72. So that's something to look at too. We have two big catalysts. We have the CEO coming out with a very big announcement that's supposed to shock the world in 3 days on Thursday, the 25th of January, which could be very big. One thing to consider, that if this announcement does not live up to the hype, we could see this one tank and go down in the short term, but we still have another catalyst with earnings coming out very soon. Now, talking about earnings, according to this right here, PayPal has over 26,000 employees, and this is just way too many, as they are about to start integrating AI and just re-innovate their platform and maybe even have a very big partnership. So when these layoffs do occur, I'm expecting them to lay off a lot of employees, and this is something they've needed to do for a very long time. Maybe they're just waiting until earnings to announce this, or maybe we'll hear something about it on the 25th on the innovation day and the big announcement. Hoping we do. Much needed layoff. They need to just, fire a bunch of employees. And, once this happens, margins will improve significantly. And just as they continue to leverage AI and just maybe even have a partnership to really expand their margins as well and their top line revenue, which revenue has continued to grow quarter over quarter. You can see on the first quarter 2023, $7 billion and $40 million in total revenue. That jumped to just under $7.3 billion in total revenue for the second quarter. And for the third quarter, this jumped to just over $7.4 billion. So Q over Q revenue has continued to grow very rapidly. Right now, they're sitting at a $71 billion market cap. And compared to their competitors and other similar companies, this is extremely undervalued. A lot of people say this stock has been dead, but there's just a lot of potential if they do really fix their margins. The first thing they can do is lay off a bunch of employees, start implementing AI to, help their businesses, help their partners, help their customers out, and just improve revenue and reduce margins. As of October 26, 2023, outstanding share count was sitting at 1,078,000,000 shares, and they are doing share buybacks. So I'm really interested to see, once their financials come out, what the actual OS count is sitting at, because this could continue to go lower. In the stock, it is trading at $65.50, down 0.5% for the day. Pre-market, this one was up almost 4%. As the market opened, was up around 2%, and since then has been down. And right now we're trading at $65.41, but we still have, it's only 11 a.m. We still have a lot of hours left in the trading day. But one thing to notice is volume is continuing to pick up. 19.5 million in total volume, as average volume before this CEO came out and had that interview was around 15 million in total volume each day. This has doubled since then, pretty much every day since that interview came out. If everything lines up good, we have continued momentum until, the 25th. We have a very positive announcement, and it's not, it lives up to the hype. We will have some momentum going into earnings, and then if earnings are positive, this one could easily be trading at $80 by then, but that's if everything does line up right. I'm not saying it will do this, but right now it is up since I've been covering it. and you would have made a lot of money if you listened to me, but I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. I'm just giving you trade ideas, and that's it. So, at the end of the day, you have to use your own money and do your own research and make your own decisions. So if X does have a partnership with PayPal with their payment integrations, which they're actually are supposed to implement very soon, this could actually, speed up the process if they had a partnership, remove a lot of hurdles. Like I said, PayPal has been around for many years, 5,300 plus patents, and they've just, got through a lot of the processes that would be very hard for, X to do on their own. But could they have some kind of other partnership or an even bigger announcement that a very big catalyst coming up? But if it doesn't live up to the hype, obviously it will tank. If it lives up to the hype or even is bigger than the hype itself, this one could easily hit $70 plus. And then if earnings are good, we could see a continued run, as this one did just break out of a very big downtrend and has a lot of potential if the price can gain momentum and keep the volume. So that's something to look at. And I will see you on the next video.